Hey, how we doing on a Friday, everybody? I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Hey, time for some photos once again. Again, these are photos from back in the Doug's Dirt Diary days, and we took photos from 2006 till about 2018. I think that's when we started running into problems with the website and the photo script specifically. But this is the Tuesday, October 7th, or excuse me, October 2nd, 2007, and this is, of course, where we all signed in. That building on the left there is where they've done that haunted hayride for some of the recent years. But this is where everybody was checking in. And of course, this was always a big day for us on Doug's Dirt Diaries. We would get a lot of pictures, and it crashed the site for several years, actually. So let's go through those. And some of you guys said, take your time a little more on these, Doug. So give us a little time to look at them. So that's what we're doing in this one. Here's our buddy Tim Fuller as he's getting ready. And you can see this is pretty much at the same location, second photo we took during the days, and if some of you guys want these photos, we do have them, and we'd be happy to work with you on that. Matt Shepard, I remember the B&F General Machine, number 44. I hope you guys do too. We just love this. This is Jason Harrington down from Canada, of course. And his bunch, and our good friend Joe Murata. I don't know. Let's see. Is he at the right? Yeah, staff. He's at the right window here. And look at the prices. General admission combo for the week, $50. Reserve first elevation, 80. They've gone up just a little bit since then. So, and now here we are under the grandstand. Again, you're looking towards turn one here is where that is. And of course, the train tracks off to the right. Everybody had to go through inspection, and this was always a lot of fun, especially for somebody like me who liked taking pictures and liked getting up close. And this was still back before Frank Cozy won, where everybody was still going as aerodynamic as they could. A lot of times brand new cars, sometimes cars that the only time they raced was at the mile at Syracuse. So, okay, Danny Johnson in the 28 that year. I was wondering who that might be. And of course, always had to take pictures of our good friend Steve Hulsizer's ride. And Steve, we miss you. Not sure, was this the year that he flipped on the front stretch, guys? If you know, let me know. And because I always wondered which year that was. Because, of course, here's a car that's not quite as aerodynamic. That might have been a backup car, perhaps, or something going through the line right there. There's our good friend Brian McDonald. Big Slim, they called him for a while, but I kind of like Captain Chaos as the nickname for him. He was not known as Captain Chaos. And again, you think air's not something on these cars? I mean, just look at this right here. I mean, and again, I had to zoom in a little bit more because the aspect ratio on this camera is not the same the camera that I took these with as it is on the HD cameras of today. There's Mr. Smallblock, Pete Bicknell, as his car goes through the lines right there. Great looking car. And this is 2007, so a lot of the technologies and stuff that we have today is not necessarily the case. Somebody just sent me an email, so that'll remind me to turn down the speakers here on the computer. Jimmy Phelps right there. Colton RV, I remember that. Again, this is back in 2007. Ronnie Johnson's car right there going through the line. There's Jay Fish in the red over on the left there. He got a bunch of pictures back then. It's tech time. Something doesn't look right here. So, all kinds of fun. Not so much for the teams. I like these wide shots here. I always like these. It gives you an idea of how busy things actually are. I remember when the yellow and the black was the official colors there for a while for the crews. Chris Schultz on one side, and I believe that 35, I believe that might be Jason Barney, but I'm not sure on that. Let me know if you know. So, yeah, it is, and there he is, right there. Of course, I hope you saw that thing we did with Jason just a little while ago where we went to his shop and checked out everything there. The Chris Schultz crew, getting a quick check of their engine, making sure that they're okay for Super Dirt Week. Check that carburetor to see the fuel rail in there. Big block modifieds. What's not to like? And this is something every team had to do and still does when they come to any 200-lap event. You see the fuel goes in. The fatter line is where the fuel goes in, and then you see the reserve coming off there. So they'll basically pump it in until they start seeing fuel come out that other one, and then they know that they are full. So the catch can goes right in on the left there, and it's not an easy thing to do, as you can imagine. And there's a lot of ways you can screw it up from what the teams have told me. Another look at Chris Schultz's car, as looks like they're almost through the line at this point. Mitch Gibbs running at the New York State Fairgrounds. Mitch, we hope you're doing well. Daughter got married a little while. He's a grandfather just a little while ago, too, so way to go. And here we go. This is a car from down at Orange County Fair Speedway. I remember this car. I remember it well. I just don't remember who it was. And there you see Mitch Gibbs. Everything on his car right there. Ryan Go Down. I remember this Troyer car when it looked like this. Do you guys? Pretty cool, actually, you know. So let's see if I can make that a little lighter for you. No, that's what it's going to be. Troyer car at the New York State Fairgrounds. So teams always went all out on this deal, too, so you got to like that. So how much do we miss Super Dirt Week, right? At the fairgrounds. I mean, you know, the racing was not always great, but there was something about being in that place. Billy Colton, along with Gary Spade. Sure about talking about various things there. Jack Johnson, small block car, I believe. Somebody's happy getting their picture taken here. I believe this was Jeff Marshall. Not sure. We'll see if we can figure that out as we go through here. One of the Tommy Sears cars. Actually, this was Tim Sears, maybe. And one thing I did like about that, I'm going to use the mouse here to show you. I always liked this down here. This was one thing that I did like when they brought it in. I liked having the names on the bottom. Hey, and here's a guy we just had on the YouTube page the other day, Eddie Marshall. Just a few years earlier. Nice to see him. And always hand-painted. That's the thing with Eddie Marshall's cars. They were always hand-painted. Kerry Torrance, Rezax Racing, number 66. Saw Kerry a couple times this year. Can-Am, saw him get at Super Dirt Week. Nice to see him. Good folks up there. We hope you guys are doing well. Up in Hogansburg. Roy Tarbell. I remember the Streetwise Fightwear. This was when a lot of the UFC stuff was really starting to pick up back in 07. And they were all over that right there. There's Roy. He's like 6'3". He's a big man. Hope you're doing all right, Roy. Keith Flack is number 43 going through the line there. And, of course, it was the Advanced Auto Parts Super Dirt Car Series at this time. I could go through these pictures. It's not even funny. Patrick Dupree here at his number 24. Jerry Higbee. Vinny Vitale. And again, a lot of people did the Doug's Dirt Diary thing on the roof supports, and we really appreciated everybody that did that for us. Really helped us come from nowhere to doing well really, really fast. And we wouldn't have been able to do that, of course, without all these drivers and teams doing that for us. So there's the Jimmy Phelps car once again. Ronnie Johnson again. You know these two guys. Dave Farney on the left. John Veach on the right. Billy Decker's number 91 going through the line. Tim Fuller. What? I don't know what you're talking about, Scott. I have no idea. And there is Steve Hulsizer in the red shirt. We miss you, buddy. That's a good-looking car that Tim brought that year. I believe it was still Ronnie Smoker. That's why it's the 62R at that point. So only got a few more to go, so I'm going to rush through these last few here just because I know I want to get under our 10-minute mark here. So remember, you can always pause this too. And the smaller the screen you're looking at, the better this is going to look because I'm just shooting it right off my computer screen. I don't want to have to spend an hour editing this thing, so I'm just trying to bang a bunch of these out and let you guys see these cars. And again, we miss Syracuse very much. We hope you like this. I'm doing another one here right after this. Next one's going to be from Weedsport back in 2006, so make sure to check that out. We were doing TV shows that year. So thanks to everybody for checking this out. We hope you had a great Thanksgiving, and we hope to see you again real soon.